Today we're going to be talking about the Xero Scrambler Mid Height Hiking Boot. We're going to talk about the pros and cons, what I like and dislike, and how I even got these shoes before anybody else. And by the end of this video, you're going to know whether or not you should consider getting these shoes for yourself. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. Let's do the legal stuff. All right, in the interest of being absolutely 100% transparent, from the very beginning, I received these shoes for free from Xero to do a review. I am not paid for doing this review. In addition, Xero had an offer many years ago where you could buy ownership shares in the actual company, and in return, you would get the ability to buy Xero shoes at a discounted rate multiple times a year. As a result of that promo, I am technically an owner in some way of Xero, but I don't actually see any profits or anything from Xero. I just get to buy their shoes at a discount. I did that because I really liked the direction of the company and I figured I'd keep buying their shoes, so why not? Since I don't really make money off of that, it doesn't really affect my decisions about what I think about Xero Shoes. However, what can bias me is that I am a Xero Shoes affiliate, so if you use my affiliate links, I do make money off the sale of those shoes. But if you don't want me to make that money, you don't have to use my affiliate links and you can just go straight to their website. The ultimate burn! I mean, I get it, because if someone is being paid to tell you something is good, they're probably gonna tell you it's good. So now let me talk to you about the Xero Scrambler Mid. These shoes are good. I see what you did there. But here's the thing, I don't really like these shoes. I think they're probably good for a specific subset of people. I am not in that subset of people. So let me first start with what I like about this shoe. Number one is toe box is fantastic. Nice and roomy, it feels good, and the shoe does not look like a clown shoe. You even get lugs going along the sides of the sole, so you get really good traction even if your foot is starting to roll a little bit or isn't perfectly flat. The mesh upper breathes well, and the sole is pretty flexible, especially for a hiking boot. When you compare these hiking boots to conventional hiking boots that you find at the store, these things are far and away better in my opinion. They have zero drop, they have enough padding to be comfortable, but they're not super clunky and horrendous with a big thick sole. The sole gives you enough cushion for your long hikes, and there is no arch support whatsoever, which is an A+ in my book. What if I have high arches? Then your foot muscles still need to learn how to function properly. Human beings are not born wearing shoes. The muscles in our foot can and should learn how to adapt to a support-free environment. So if you really want, you could try to find shoes with some arch support, but you would be trading off flexibility and strength in your foot because you're basically wearing a splint all the time to stop your bones from actually being able to move. So in summary, as a hiking boot, I think these are fantastic. If I were in the market for hiking boots, I would get these over any of the other hiking boots I see out there. But here's why I personally would not want to buy these hiking boots. It's the ankle support, which is standard on hiking boots. That ankle support on these shoes is great. Your ankles are nice and stable. You can't roll your ankles because everything is cinched in. And while you get a little bit of motion, you are gonna feel that hard end because this shoe is trying to stop you from being able to totally move the ankle. You might feel supported and protected, but I just feel like I'm suffocating. When I go hiking, I actually prefer shoes that don't have ankle support so I don't feel like I'm suffocating. I want to have full range of motion and I don't want my lower leg muscles limited by ankle support. So I actually prefer these Mesa Trail 2s from Xero over the Mid Scrambler. Now you might be thinking, can't you just not lace it up all the way? Maybe just do it here so that you're not getting all that ankle support? And the answer is, I tried that and these boots don't feel comfortable that way. Tying it low this way just made the sensation of the back of the ankle support hitting me in the Achilles tendon feel much more loud and obtrusive. It felt like the back of the shoe was just jabbing me and telling me to keep walking forward. So for me, the only way to wear these was to tie them up to the top, which really limited my ankle range of motion, which I just don't like. But at least it was comfortable and it was totally safe and secure when I was running around and jumping around with my family. So I want to be clear here. My biggest gripe with the Scrambler Mid is that it has ankle support. And I know that that is not a gripe that everybody else will have. I don't go on super long hikes. I don't go on multi-day adventures. I don't go scrambling up giant mountains. I go on short hikes that are a couple miles at most. And when I'm doing those hikes, I prefer to have fully free ankles. In general, I just don't buy shoes that have a lot of ankle support. If I do buy boots, I try to get them with flexible ankle support so that I'm protected from the elements, but not limited in my range of motion. My favorite boots that I wear when it gets cold and wet and rainy are waterproof, and they come up above my ankle, but they still allow easy range of motion around my ankle. The Scrambler is not designed for my preferences. From what I've seen on the internet, people who are doing multi-day or multi-week hikes like to have ankle support. And for those people, I think these hiking boots probably make a lot more sense. I imagine that after hiking for 5 or 6 days, the muscles around your ankle probably start to get a little fatigued, and I could totally see why having the added ankle support might be really helpful, because it would prevent you from twisting and tweaking your ankle, which could become a serious safety issue if you're really far in. But if you're just a casual schmo like me who's just walking 1.5 miles, it's not that necessary. And while we're on this topic, what kind of hiker are you? Are you somebody who's hiking for days on end, or are you somebody who's just doing a couple miles here and there? Drop me a comment down below. Wait, so are you recommending these shoes or not? If you normally wear hiking boots and you're looking for hiking boots that are more barefoot in style, that allow more range of motion in your foot and a natural posture, then I think these hiking boots make a lot of sense. If you're like me and you don't like hiking boots and you don't really need hiking boots, then I don't think it makes sense to buy hiking boots. I took these out on a hike, and while they did really well and I was super mobile, I just don't want to get used to the feeling of having my ankle restricted like this. Now in the future, if I decide I want to start doing multi-day hikes and I feel like I need the extra support, then I would totally consider using these shoes. In the meantime, when I'm just doing my casual hikes, I would just use no ankle support with my Xero Mesa Trail. And since I didn't wear these hiking boots a ton, I can't speak to their durability, but I can say that Xero does have a 5,000 mile warranty. So if you do have problems, you can reach out to their customer service department and they should replace your shoes or fix whatever the problem was. I have actually had to do a warranty replacement for Velcro wearing out on one of my Xero sandals, and they replaced those sandals without issue. And of course, if you do end up having problems and Xero doesn't fix those problems, I encourage you to drop a comment down below so people can read about it. It's very important to keep companies honest about what's going right and wrong with their products. And finally, if you own a pair of these hiking boots too, drop a comment down below and let everybody know what your experience has been like with them. If this video helped you decide that you want some of these scramblers, then use my affiliate link, which you'll find in the description box and in the comments down below. For more product reviews and videos to help you rebuild your body, check these out here. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell notification on, and as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.